2 on the shot clock for Young. Whoa, you think these two teams don't want it? There's bodies all over the place.
You talk about big boy senior effort out of Patric Young. The 4 seniors for Florida are cool kids. The kind of guys you want to coach. They're into 2 things, Brad: winning and defense. The play by Patric Young.
Growing up, was a multi-sport athlete. Baseball, basketball, swimming, track and field, just did all the things. I sprouted up to 6'9" after being 6'2" in 8th grade and middle school. So it was a pretty clear decision at that point that basketball seemed to be the route. And then one summer, everything just started to click for me and was getting recruited all around and ended up committing to the University of Florida. Played under Billy Donovan, which was one of the greatest honors to play under a Hall of Fame coach. Even though it took me a while to become coachable and figure out that there was a lot I did not know. I'm grateful for his grace and patience that he worked with me to figure things out, and we went on to win a lot of games. One of 2 players to play in 150 games at the University of Florida. I was Defensive Player of the Year, All SEC multiple times. We won 3 regular season championships. We won a tournament championship. We went to 3 Elite Eights. We went to a Final Four, and then it was done. It was just any other typical day. Just casually, I say this nowadays, of being relentlessly present. That we need to be in every moment, be relentlessly present in the moments, because life is now. And in the moment of my accident, when I was on that drive, I was not being present. I was thinking about, who knows what I was thinking about at that time. I just was not thinking about being on that dirt road and just safely getting from point A to point B. And as I was going on this road, not speeding, going about 30, 35 miles per hour, I wasn't mindful that a stop sign was coming up as soon as I was going to approach and go over this slope. And as soon as I went over the slope or hit the pinnacle of it, I realized that I wasn't going to have enough time to stop. And the car flipped over one time. In the moment, my instincts just told me to brace myself for the compression and the force, but there was just so much force that as it came back on all fours, I felt a pop in my back, and I just knew immediately that something was wrong. And I was just terrified of what all that meant. 30 minutes later, I was getting life flighted to South Dakota for emergency surgery to stabilize my back and prepare for whatever was next. As I had finally gotten to a place where I was ready for those next steps of therapy, I wanted to get back to life. Then I came back here to Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, it's just amazing that what this Brooks location offers. There's no other place in Florida, in the world, that offers the same thing. So it happened to be in my backyard, it happened to be in Jacksonville. I was able to get into the SCI day program, which I'm so grateful for. It's intense, but it was exactly what I needed. There was a lot of structure with it. You have OT, PT, you have a psychologist as well. What the day program therapists do such a good job of is understanding how much fun are people having outside of the program, of being in their lives, and they incorporate the games that we play while doing exercises, and their personality just made it so much more enjoyable. Because sometimes you struggle with just the acceptance of being in a different position that you've always been in your whole life, and being around people that could care less that you are where you are. Like, they see you just as no better or less than you were before. I think mentally and emotionally, it's super encouraging. So being around them, I'm so grateful. If I had to go through my injury all over again, I would just make sure that Brooks Rehab was going to be on that list. It's just encouragement. That's just saying, hey, we don't know when, but if you or when things are going to break through. And I don't know if there actually is just like a one-day breakthrough. It's a process. I just made that up in my mind. It was a pre-decision that no matter what, no matter how long it takes, I'm not going to quit. I've already been this way my whole life, that the circumstances don't dictate how I decide to feel and live my life. So I'm just doing that, and hopefully I can be an example to others as well. Striving to just live a life, what I call greatness, of how I define greatness, of living in a way that inspires and empowers others. Because then it's not about me, it's about being a conduit of something much bigger than myself. And yeah, I just hope I get to do that as much as possible. Coming into this year after our golf tournament, we just thought that doing this, I said, I want to do something that's really big, that's going to impact a lot of people. The people that are going to be able to get into this vehicle are going to be able to believe that they can get independence again, they can drive again. And let me tell you, having your independence after going through something life-changing, it is priceless, absolutely priceless.